Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into some really fascinating, maybe even revolutionary channeled material. It covers parallel realities, how consciousness works, and yeah, instantaneous manifestation. Our mission really is to unpack this core idea they call flipping the switch.
Mm.
It's presented as a way to go stop seeing manifestation as slow and start realizing we're co-creating our reality, like now, at the speed of thought.
Yeah, and to even start, you really have to grasp the foundation here. It's abstract but crucial. The sources claim physical reality isn't objective. It's not outside you. Everything you perceive, everything you experience is based on frequencies within your own consciousness. There's literally no out there outside of your perception. It's all happening inside you, vibrationally.
Okay, that's a huge claim. Let's try to break it down with the physics they propose. They use this analogy, the television set one. I thought that was pretty helpful. Infinite parallel realities, like infinite TV shows, all coexisting right now. They're separate, distinct, but in the same space. What separates them is just the frequency of the channel you're tuned to.
Exactly. And changing the channel doesn't make the other shows vanish, right? You just stop perceiving them.
Right.
And based on that, the material presents this really mechanical view of existence. What we think of as smooth motion, me reaching for this pen, they say that's an illusion.
An illusion? How so?
Well, they compare reality to a movie film reel. Each individual moment, each parallel reality frame, it's completely static, motionless.
Like a single photograph.
Precisely. Motion only appears to happen when these static frames are sort of run past a projector lens super fast.
Okay, and the speed they mentioned is just staggering. Billions of realities per second, is that right?
That's the figure they give, billions per
Yeah.
second, just to create the illusion of continuous movement and experience.
Wow. Okay, so every tiny gesture, every thought involves shifting through billions of these static frames.
That's the idea, every single moment.
So, okay, here's the mind-bending part for me then. If we're already doing this,
Mm-hmm.
shifting billions of times a second,
Mm.
we're already going as fast as possible,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. That's the absolute key insight here.
Yeah.
You are already shifting instantaneously. You are literally becoming a new person in a new universe billions of times every second.
But we don't feel it. We don't notice it at all.
Right, because the shift is almost always to a reality that's incredibly similar, vibrationally, to the one you just left. The frames are so close together, it feels seamless, continuous, like a smooth movie.
Okay, so that's where flipping the switch comes in. It's not about shifting faster.
Can't go faster.
Right. It's about shifting differently, making a bigger jump.
You got it. It's about consciously creating a greater degree of difference between the frame you're in now and the next frame you choose to perceive. If you want proof, confirmation that you're the one choosing, you have to pick a vibration, a frame that's noticeably different. So the change feels, well, immediate.
Which tackles that big hurdle for most people, right? The time lag. We always think manifestation takes weeks, months.
Yeah, the feeling that you have to wait. But this material insists. Your preferred reality isn't coming. It exists right now. It's already a frame on the reel.
So manifestation is instant, like
Yeah.
truly instant, no time involved.
That's the claim. Zero time. The moment you truly decide to embody the vibration, to be that person in that preferred reality, the shift happens. Instantly.
But what about the waiting, the process we all experience?
That's seen as an illusion, a construct of the physical mind. It's the mind needing that feeling of continuity, of cause and effect over time to feel safe. It kind of papers over the instantaneous shift to make it feel gradual and manageable.
Okay, so if the shift is instant and we're doing it anyway, why do we need a technique? Why this permission slip idea they talk about?
Good question. The permission slip, whether it's a specific visualization, a ritual, writing things down, whatever, it doesn't cause the shift. Remember, that's always happening.
Right.
What the permission slip does is work on your belief system. Think of it like a key, custom made for your own beliefs. It helps you relax your grip on the old definition, the belief that change must take time. It's the trigger that lets you give yourself permission to accept and perceive the instantaneous shift you've already made, overriding the mind's expectation of linearity.
That clicks. It's like a psychological tool to get your beliefs in line with the instantaneous reality so you actually notice it, which leads us right into understanding the mind itself, because the source material says something pretty startling about the physical mind's actual role.
It does. It draws a very clear line.
Hmm.
There's the higher mind. That's the source of imagination, concepts, possibilities. It conceives things. Then there's the physical mind. Its job is to receive those concepts, usually via the brain, and then perceive them as images, thoughts, feelings.
And the startling part?
The claim that the physical mind, quote, has never had an original idea. It only perceives what the higher mind offers.
Wow. Okay, so if the physical mind is just the receiver, the projector, what does that mean when we visualize, when I picture my dream house, say?
According to this view, that picture in your mind, the house, the car, the job, it's only a symbol.
A symbol of
A
what?
symbol representing the state of being, the feeling, the vibration associated with having that thing.
Ah, okay.
And the main point of visualizing isn't to give the universe a detailed blueprint. It's not like ordering from a catalog. Its real job, its only job, is to get you into the vibrational state of being that matches that desired reality. That feeling state is the reality that manifests.
So the image is just like the starter motor, it gets the feeling going.
Exactly. But the danger, as the material points out, is getting fixated on that specific symbol.
How so?
If you insist that your manifestation must look exactly like the picture your physical mind conjured, you're actually limiting yourself. Yeah, because the physical mind, only being a receiver, might only be seeing like half the picture, or maybe just one possible version. By getting rigid about the form, you might block your higher mind from delivering something way better, something more aligned, more joyful than your limited physical perception could even imagine right now. You have to be open to how it shows up.
Got it. Visualize for the feeling, the internal alignment, not to dictate the exact external form. Okay. So let's get practical. How does this flipping the switch exercise actually work? How does it help us get into that state?
Right. The framework they give is designed to really highlight the vibrational difference, the gap between here and there. It's 4 steps, basically done in an instant in your mind. First step, visualize your current reality. See it on screen 1. Just watch yourself going through a typical day now. Second step, just blank the screen. Wipe it clean. Momentarily let go of that current reality frame.
Simple but important.
Third, visualize your preferred reality on screen 2. See yourself in it, not just the stuff, but you, functioning, being, living day to day in that ideal reality. And that leads to the crucial 4th step. Compare them. Put screen 1 and screen 2 side by side mentally. And really notice the differences, especially focus on the you in both pictures. Your behavior, body language, attitude, energy. What's different about the you on screen 2?
And this comparison brings us right to that core principle, the non-negotiable law, they state. You cannot experience what you are not already the vibration of.
Yes. This is where it becomes actionable. If the you on screen 2, your preferred selves, acts with confidence, handles stress playfully, whatever it is, the you on screen 1, your current self, literally cannot experience the results that confident, playful person gets. Not until you start being that vibration.
Just so the technique is telling you.
Start being that screen 2 person.
Right, now.
In this moment, how would they react? How would they think, feel, behave like them, talk like them? Since you're already shipping billions of times a second anyway, this comparison gives your consciousness a clear target, a consistent direction for all those tiny shifts.
Okay, but that sounds potentially exhausting, trying to be this new person while, life is still throwing the old reality's challenges at you. What about doubt? Those limiting beliefs that pop up.
Good point. And that's where they introduce the idea of excitement as your guide. Following your highest excitement, your greatest joy, acts like a driving engine, but also an organizing principle.
How does it organize?
Well, when you move towards excitement, it automatically brings anything not aligned with that high vibration to the surface. It basically shines a bright spotlight on the limiting beliefs, the doubts, the fears.
So it forces you to look at them.
Exactly. It pulls them up so you can deal with them consciously.
And the sources mention that many of these beliefs aren't even ours. Originally, they call it being a belief thief.
Yeah, the idea that we often just absorb them unconsciously from parents, society, culture, they aren't fundamental to who we are.
So how do you deal with them when excitement brings them up? Just fight them.
No, not fight them. The recommendation is to fully face the belief. Acknowledge it's there. Then identify the core definition behind it. Why do you believe that?
Yeah.
What assumption is it based on? And then the crucial step is to recognize that because this belief doesn't align with your true preferred screen 2, it's actually illogical. It's nonsensical for you. It doesn't belong.
And when you see it as nonsensical.
The claim is, Once you truly see its lack of logic for you, it loses its power. It automatically starts to dissolve. You don't wrestle it down. You just see it's irrelevant clutter and let it go.
But that dissolution, that letting go, it really hinges on consistently acting like the screen two person, right?
Yeah.
Especially when challenged.
Absolutely. That's the ongoing commitment. You have to respond to life's challenges and even to those surfacing negative beliefs as the person in the preferred image would respond.
Because if you react like the old screen one self,
With the old fear, the old insecurity, boom, you instantly reinforce that old vibration, and your instantaneous shifts just keep landing you back in parallel realities that match that old reaction. Alignment in thought, word, and action is what sustains the new frequency.
okay, so let's try to wrap this up. The essence of flipping the switch seems to be use visualization, but not as a rigid blueprint. Use it to feel the state, the vibration,
Right, access the feeling.
then drop the expectation about how or exactly what form the manifestation takes. Be open.
Crucial. Let go of the specifics.
And fundamentally, the biggest piece is committing, moment by moment, to actually being the person who already lives in that ideal reality. Act like them now.
That's the core of it. According to this philosophy, you are choosing your reality constantly. The definition you hold of yourself, who you decide you are, dictates which parallel reality frame you perceive next. The shift is always instant, always total.
So, since you're already shifting billions of times a second, you can't go any faster. Our final thought for you, the listener, as you think about all this is, what one small, maybe almost unnoticeable shift could you make in your behavior today? A tiny adjustment, an attitude, posture, how you respond to something, just enough vibrational difference that you might actually perceive a noticeable, instantaneous reality change tomorrow. Something to consider.